Hey Golf Gang, and welcome to Path of Exile video. Right off the bat, my recording software has had an update. I've ran 2 or 3 audio tests, and to me in the tests it sounded fine. If it doesn't sound fine in this video, please let me know and I'll make some adjustments. Thank you. Moving on, what have I been doing for the last couple of days? Well, this is SSF Standard, and I shared a minion Elementalist Heist build on my Google document with the permission and credit to the Discord user author who had done the build. So over the last few days I've leveled with it and updated a leveling guide via POB. It's not finished yet. This is just the first test, as it were. I have just downed Act 5 Katava, as you can see, and I have completed Lilith's quest, so she is now in the hideout. I haven't changed my stash tabs because I can't be bothered. That's just my setup from standard, so it's just whatever. Outside of that though, this is the currency I've picked up, and I've done the first Heist contract as well, and the area where we do Lilith's quest, or Lily's quest, sorry, I keep calling her Lilith, my apologies. Lily's quest had a delirium area, so I completed that and I got these 2 cluster jewels. Now that isn't worth a great deal much on day 1, because theoretically this would be a league start, so this would be day 1. I did check Piri Ninja, it's only worth about 4 or 5, but you could hold on to that and then roll it later and hopefully get something better. Brands aren't that great, but they still do sell. I got this amazing jewel from the Act 5 quest reward, and that would be amazing to sell. I didn't check the price of it on Ninja because there's no real way of checking these jewels on day 1, and obviously we are a lot further beyond, and with everything that's happened in the Calandra League, the prices on the market are all squiffy. However, the interesting point of note is I did get this cluster jewel, and I know that a lot of people play Lightning Strike as league starters, and a lot more people are playing Bala Mage's Lightning Arrow Deadeye as well. So this would be, I think, quite amazing as a day 1 cluster jewel. I couldn't check a historic price for it. The base of this was only going for 10 Cs. So I think with these rolls though, on day 1 as an 8 passive, it would be worth a lot more, which we could then obviously invest into our build. This is the reason why I was showing you these, because I'm in SSF Standard. There's a lot of gear that I've picked up, or bubblegum currency that I've used that I could have sold or whatever, to make a ton more currency to invest in this build. This is just what's dropped and is left over from what I've crafted. Obviously we've got 2 orbs of binding there. I've had 4 drop in this run, 2 I've used, and I've got some essences here as well. Nothing great, just ones I was holding on to in case I needed them. So that's that. So where are we with the build? Well, the build is performing amazingly well. You know me, if you watch my videos, I hate minion builds. What I've learnt in playing this is I hate non-permanent minion builds, or those minions that die really easily. Stone golems are neither, and I'm really enjoying this. So let's have a look at, first of all, at the tree. So this is where we've done with the tree. Again, this is based off the POB that was supplied, or is still currently on my Google Doc. What I've done leveling wise is I've used Shack Central's Cold Doc guide for skills and a start of a passive tree. So what we did was we come up here, we went straight over to Heart and Soul, and then we came left and went straight up to Runesmith, Rune Binder, and the Brand Mastery. And then we started to come down all the way through here, up here, grabbed the reservation wheel, a bit of life, and then when we picked up our stone golem gem, we then picked up righteous army, redemption, picked up enduring bond, lord of the dead, for the life and damage. Also the tree further goes up here, so these two nodes are really valuable. We got a life mastery, and then when we got into Act 5, we completed our first half of a quest before the Act 5 Katava kill, which meant we had 2 passive points, and we popped them in here to pick up the jewel socket for Assassin's Haste as a temporary jewel, because everything on here is useful to us. Mana regeneration is really good, movement speed is awesome, and cast speed is great as well. Attack speed for this particular build is null and void, but because it's increased attack and cast speed, the cast speed is amazing. So we've done that, we've rolled some gear, we've crafted some gear, so we are fully resistance capped, and we've even picked up some chaos res. So this was an orb of binding job, and it rolled really well. In here we've got our vortex with cold strike, which works really well. We picked up this off the floor as a 4-link normal, qualityed it, and then hit it with a binding orb. Again, this is where our winter brand is sat. We've got these crafted ones we did with the one craft by using sapphire rings or orbs of alteration, and this is where we've got our utility at the moment. And in here we've got our 2 of our auras. You were using skitterbots at the moment. Won't be a permanent addition to the build. And we've also got purity of elements, which is why we're resist cap. And then we have literally just picked up Defiance Banner, because as a witch we don't get access to that until we do Lily, which is why on League Start you really want to be getting into Act 6, doing Lily's quest, and then hitting your hideout real quick, buying your gems, doing your re-gear, and getting your resist capped, even if it's just fire and cold ready to go into the rest of Act 6. Having fire and cold res cap in Act 6 is, for me, because I hate dying, absolutely essential. So yeah, we picked this up all from the Delirium as well. That's a really nice ring, because we do need dex in this character. So we've also got our I picked this up from the vendor as a flat normal, and then hit it with a dex craft, because by this point you naturally pick up a dex modifier. So I hit the dex, and then I threw an org at it just in case we hit something nice. We didn't, but whatever. And then in the gloves, which we picked up off the floor, and then we happened to get Infernal on kill from our lab. It's holding our stone golem. So we've got stone golem, brutality, melee fizz, and million damage. And then this is the belt what we've just had, and I hit it with a minion increased maximum life essence that I happened to find while leveling. So yeah, that's where we're at. None of this is optimal. None of this is how the POB is going to look. I just wanted to share with you what I'd been up to for the last few days. This is going to be the end of this test run. Now I've put a POB together for up to Act 6. I want to follow it to see if I've got it correct. If I do, then I'll go past Act 6 and then run it all the way up to a true endless heist build. I don't know if the Discord user or author has run this build and what changes they've made. They included a Raise Spectre setup based on POB numbers, but in practice, as we know from Gazzy and from Baylor Mage, 2 people I enjoy watching who do play, or Gazzy is a phenomenal minion player, and Baylor Mage also used to play minions before they got nerfed to the ground. Ray Spectres are very bad, which is why I haven't got them in the build, raise spectre and convocation. You don't really need convocation with stone golems at the moment during leveling, but obviously I will find out if that is needed once I do the next test and go on from there. For now, this character will be transferred to standard. I'll probably leave it there so I can invest in it if the POB that I've put together works, and we'll go from there. So yeah, that's a quick video update of what I've been up to. I'm not going to share the POB on this build at the moment because it is temporary and is all up in the air. It could change multiple times depending how the second test gone. So this is the first test of Elementalist Stone Golem Heist build. I'll do another one over the next few days, and yeah, we'll go from there. Stay safe in Rogue Harbour.